And today it's going to be a little bit different and a little bit special for me and my daughter. My daughter's 9 years old, so now we've just come down to a local supplier just to pick a bit of workwear up. I'm going to get her some boots and a top and a few other little bits and bats. Let's take a look in the shop. Alright, Chief.
Hey, alright.
You got that stuff ready for us?
Alright, yeah, I'll just get it for you.
Nice one, bud. I'll see you just sorting that out. Check out what they've got in this shop, yeah?
Yeah, no problem.
They've got a decent range of boots anyway, look at these. Especially these ones here. Because if you look, that's what the director's wearing. I might actually get myself a pair of them. Right, director. All ready for us, yeah?
Yeah, there's your boots.
Right, cheers, Cal.
Yeah,
see you next time, bud. See you later.
Thank you very much. Cheers, lads.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz, WELDERFABBER, and this is my little princess, Bella, my daughter. So today is a Sunday, the yard is completely closed, as you can see, director. It's Sunday the 7th of January, and I thought today I'm going to create a memory for me and my daughter. Now Bella's a bit of a young age to realise what I'm actually doing today, but today will be like something for her to look back on in years to come, say 10, 15, 20 years time. Yeah, I mean, just think of you, if you're in your 40s now, or 50s, and you know, back in the day when we didn't have social media and cameras to take to work with us and stuff, that you could do a video to look back on with your father or mother. Yeah, I mean, I'd do anything to look at a video back in the day now with my dad, who taught me how to weld at a very young age, me and the director as a fact. So we actually learnt to weld at the age of 8, 9, 10, 5. You 5? Director saying he learnt at 5. Right, so anyway, we learnt to weld on coal mines back in the day, up in Scotland, open cast coal mines. And we used to do work for a company called Rackwood Colliery and Bayford Mining. And so we learnt on hard facing on buckets, any bucket that was on site. Now then, back in them days, my dad used to take us on site every weekend, whereas these days that just doesn't happen no more. You know, one, it's not allowed, you know, and 2, kids just want to play on computer games, don't they? Let's face it. Although Bella likes flip out, don't you really? So yeah, I thought we'd bring her in on a Sunday whilst the workshop's empty and teach her a little welding lesson. So we're going to use the Kempi X5P Fast Mig. So this is my new welder. Right. And we're going to use a metal core 1.2mm wire. We're going to run CO2 gas at 18%. Now then, for those that don't know, metal core wire is like a wire that's got a little bit of powder within the wire itself. Yeah. So that is a very expensive wire. In fact, I am going to look at changing the wire because you're looking at £100 a roll for that, whereas a normal solid wire is around £20. But we're just going to do basic training today, so T-fillets, right? So the T-fillet, all I want to do, Bella, right, we just want to put a run in there, like that. Now then, Bella has had a go on the welder before, a couple of months ago. So this is the second time, yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you remember from last time?
Before you weld, you need to say eyes.
Yeah.
You need to push.
Push, yeah, that's a good one.
And pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Whilst you're doing it.
Yeah.
And you need to put a mask on.
Yeah. And the overalls.
And your overalls.
And what else?
And
your boots.
Your boots.
Yeah. So to give her the full welding experience, I want her in full PPE whilst we're doing it, for starters. Basically, I want to put a bubble around her to protect her, you know, because she is the most important person on this planet to me right now. I do have a son of 20 years old that lives in Canada, and he did 2 years working for me in here before he went to Canada. And the reason why I got him in here is because I bought him a gaming laptop, right, and then a gaming PC. And what he did, he got into gaming. He was gaming all through the night when he finished school, you know, when he was 16, and I just wasn't putting up with it, basically. So I said, right, you're coming to work with me, you're going to learn a trade, and we'll take it from there. But a year down the line, he told me that he wanted to be a ski instructor, right? So he went over to Canada, didn't he, for 6 months?
Yes.
Right, and he passed his level 3 ski instructing. So he was ski instructing in Jasper, Canada. He's doing Jasper, Canada now, and he's progressed from being a ski instructor to be driving a locomotive for the largest rail company in North America. So Daddy is super proud. Are you proud of your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's passed all the exams and he's on big money, and he's 20 years old. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really proud of him. But going back to the welding side of things, so this is a T-fillet, right? So a T-fillet is 2 pieces of plate. That's your fillet weld. There's your weld pool. All right. So if that material's 6mm or 8mm, this is 8mm thickness, these flat bars that we've got here, the weld only needs to be 8mm. The 8mm is that distance there, right? So for the viewers out there that don't know much about welding and want to get into welding, I suggest you get into welding because it's a dying trade, and the rates, money rates, are going to go through the roof because there's nobody coming through the ranks on welding side. When it comes to finding people, right, to come into this job, it's very, very hard. Although for me, it's not that hard because I've got such a following on social media. All I need to do is talk to the camera and I get loads of CVs coming in. So let's go back to that. If it was 30mm, say, and you were welding an 8mm plate on there, whatever thickness that plate is, your weld only needs to be as big as your thinnest material thickness. So that is that. Yeah, so that is thinner than that. Right, so always remember that for when you're welding. So that will be your fail point. If you've got a weld on both sides, that's going to be your failure point. Right, it's not going to break on the thicker material, it'll break on the thinner material. Right, if you use it, if you're welding, say, 50mm to 50mm, then your weld needs to be 50mm. All right, 1, 2, 3. Right, you need to build it up so that is the same thickness as that. All right, again, your weld should be stronger than the material if put down correctly, right? Now then, the MIG welder, you can pretty much do what you want with the MIG welder, yeah? But there's certain ways to use it. Now then, who's to say what the correct way is to use it? My saying is experience, right? So over the years, phone's going. It's your cousin. Want to go speak to your cousin?
Yes.
Right. So over the years, I've learned from experience failures and not failures, right? So, for example, if you're doing a butt weld, right? Say that's a butt weld. You got material. Say that's 50mm, for example. All right. And now then, I have, in fact, director, put on the screen now the ripper that I made 4 years ago, right? So I welded a D8 shank, which is 70mm, onto a 50mm shank, right? Now then, when I was doing this all them years ago, just when I started social media on Instagram, right, people were telling me that you need strong backs on. Now then, a strong back is something like that that holds both pieces together before you put your welds in, right? Now then, I thought to myself, I'm going to prove a point here now, because all these people are saying this is going to fail, right? I didn't even use strong backs, so there's no strong backs used, right? So you've got 2 pieces of material going together like that, and you need to keep them straight in line. Now then, the only way to keep them materials in line is to keep flipping or going from one side to the other with your weld, right? So number one, you need to leave a gap. So you need at least a 4 milli gap. And then you put your root running, right? Once you put your root running, you grind back from the other side and then put another running, right? That should keep the material straight. Keep an eye on the material the whole time so it's not pulling one way or the other. Then you'll start building up with much more welds. This particular job that I did was for an excavator attachment, a ripper. We had a D8 nose on it, right? So that's 70 mil going to a 50 mil shank. And I thought to myself, I put it on and somebody shared it in America, Prime Weld shared it in America, and it got slated for saying that'll fail. Now then, we're 4 years down the line now and it's still on a quarry working away. Also, you could put plates on it like that. Obviously we're 70 mil and we're 50 mil, so I'd have to put a bit of a packer in there. I didn't even do that. I just thought if it breaks, it breaks, and I'll put it on camera for people to see that it breaks, yeah? But it's not broken, it's still working now. So the point is, you learn from experience, yeah? My experience tells me what's right and what's wrong in welding procedure. Now then, years ago, I used to do all the weld procedures for my company, and the hardest weld to me is an overhead on MMA, stick welding. And for those that don't know, it's you're welding in that position, pulling back. You've got to do a run of say 350 mil, and you've got to do stop starts, and then you send it away for testing, X-rayed and dye pending, all kinds of testing. Testing these days will be different. We have to do codes every 3 years back in the day. I don't know what it's like these days. Well, anyway, we're going to get Bella welding in a minute, but first of all, we're going to get her in some PPE. Right, so we've got her some little steelies here, Ella safety protection footwear. I've got some overalls here. Now then, I think I might have dropped a bit of a boo at you. It might be a bit small for you, but we'll still bang them on anyway, yeah?
Yeah.
You are 9 years old and they're 89, so we should have got 9 to 10 really, shouldn't we? So Bella's going to be using the air-fed mask on this side, darling. Going to be using the air-fed mask today, which is my screen. So that's a Quantum Universal and some leather gloves. All right, so let's get you ready. Are you ready? Good girl. Right, let's see what you can remember, yeah? Right, let's see what we're set at first. So we're set at 200 amps. Like I say, we're running on metal core wire 1.2, we're running 18% CO2. Right. All right, Boo?
Yeah.
Right, so Daddy wants you to, there's your wire. We want it into the centre of the material. And we want to be in that position with the gun. Can you see, yeah?
Yeah.
We want to push like this. Right, we don't want to pull. Some people do pull, but you're not getting any penetration doing that. You want to push it all the time. Right, the only time that you pull is when you're using stick welding or flux core wire. That's a different procedure, yeah? And the only time, when you're stick welding, you only want to pull. The only time you push stick welding is if you're welding vertical uphill. Right, so Bella's right-handed, so she will go from right to left on this time. All right, just to make it a little bit easier for her. But if you're a welder though, you have to do all different positions. All right, sweetheart, you take over.
No.
Yeah? So we want to be, I'll help you on this first one, yeah?
Yeah. Eyes.
Keep holding the trigger. Good girl. Keep it going, Boo. Keep your hand on the trigger. Keep your hand on it. Okay, stop. Right. Right, now I'm going to let you have a go. Me not holding the gun, yeah?
Okay.
Now then, keep it going, don't stop starts. Try and keep it going as long as you can, alright? The trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it in the middle. Keep it in the middle and slow it down, that's it, go on. Pull your gun away just a little bit. Too fast. That's it. Keep the weld the same size. Yeah? So go on right to the end now. Right, let me spin that round. You're getting there. It's sometimes easier if you can get yourself in a position where you can put one hand here like that as you're starting out now, because what you're doing there, you're like this with two hands like that, so you're doing three hands stood up like that. If you was touching something, it'd be a lot easier. Can you get yourself in that position or not? Let's have a look. Right, boo, so just watch me do a full run now, yeah? Stay close and watch the gun, where the gun is positioned, and watch the weld pool, yeah? The weld pool is what's at the end of the wire, right? You ready? Eyes. You see I'm going forward and backwards a little bit, fella. You don't need to do that yet, you just can go straight, but you can try this if you want. Okay?
Yeah.
Can you see how it's the same size the whole way down?
That must be hot.
Yeah? Ready to go again? Go. Keep going. Try and keep it going every time, all the way to the end, yeah? I'm going to let go now. Alright, go on, keep it going. No, I'm going to let go. Alright, you ready? Try and keep it going like that, all the way to the end. All on your own, all on your own. Good girl. Good girl, keep it closer. Get it closer to the metal, closer. Wow. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Slow it down a little bit. Stop. Give us a high five. Good girl. So can you see what you've done there now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are we going to do another one?
Yeah.
By the end of the day, I want you to do a full one. Look at that. On your own. Yeah?
Yeah.
Enjoyed it? You ready? Do you want to lean on it or not? Are you alright? Are you alright stood up? Remember push? Push it, not drag it, yeah, that's it. Good girl. Keep it closer. Too fast, slow it down. That's it. Pull it away just a little bit. Keep it in the middle. Not doing too bad there, babe. Go on. Right, try your best on this one, yeah? Keep going to get a good run. Keep it nice and smooth. That's it. That's perfect. Keep it like that. All the way to the end. Slow it down a bit. Slow it down a bit. Lift your gun up a touch, Fred. At the back end, lift the gun up a touch. Keep that wire in the middle. That's it, that's it. Keep it like that, keep it like that. Lift the gun up at the back, letting it drop, that's it. Keep it in the middle. Lift the gun up at the back, letting it drop. Keep it in the same position, the gun all the time. Slow it down, you're going too fast. Stop. Going too fast. Right, just finish this last little bit off. Alright, so you're going to be at that position. What do you think? There's what?
There's lots of smoke coming off it.
I'd say you've done well there, girl. Yeah?
It's trapped. Oh, it's on the floor.
Now then, let's just take your mask off. Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Shall we do it again with Millie sometime?
Yes.
Yeah. So Millie's a cousin, my brother's little girl, and I think we'll do one at Uncle Dan's, eh?
Yeah.
The Uncle Dan's workshop.
Yeah.
And then we can let her have a bit of a practice and see how she comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if yeah, we'll have a little do at stick welding as well. So if people do like this video, please leave in the comments what you think and hit that like button because it really does help. And not only that, all the revenue that this video makes, you're having. All right.
Yeah.
I'll go into your bank account, and what we could do in the future is I could teach you. I could do all the weld procedures on camera, all the different positions, just to show the viewers out there who aren't welders, who maybe want to be a welder and get into this game, because it is a really good game to be in, especially in the future, the way things are going with this generation. Yeah, so I hope you like that little video. It is only a little short video because it is a Sunday, and she wants to go. What do you want to do today?
I want to see Millie.
And do what?
And go to town.
Going to town. Right. So yeah, like I say, it could only be filmed today, this, because the yard is closed. This is the only time we could bring a child into work, really. And I just wanted to put a memory out there just for me and her to look back on. Yeah. So yeah, please share this one, like and subscribe, like I say, and let's push this one. Let's see if it gets out there, because kids need to realise what work is all about instead of playing on them computers. Yeah. So cheers, guys. Look at the other episodes. I'll see you on the next one.